Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. It's been a while since I've done a video like this. This is a currently inked video. Really excited. I'm actually going to be using my currently inked notebook, which I haven't used in a long time. And let's get started. All right, so I did prepare this. And I'm going to take this out. I did prepare the page in advance, so you guys wouldn't have to see me do this. The page is kind of lifting up, so I'm going to get a clip. And I'm going to be working off some newly inked pens, some of the same pens you may have seen in my previous video, but they are inked with a different ink. So I'm excited. I also have some paper here and a water brush because I want to kind of pull out the ink so you can kind of see what I'm working with. So here are my pens in my Galen leather case. There's 12 pens we're going to get through today. And we're going to start off with Mr. Estabrook here. This is my Estabrook SD Raven. And it has a black coated nib. And surprise, surprise, we have a fairly light ink. So I'm going to color in just a little bit, make sure there's no ink on there, and then try to pull it out a little bit. So this ink dries pretty quickly. It is in a very fine nib. Well, not super fine, but my SC is a fine nib. So this ink is called Troublemaker. Milky Ocean. My pen is Estabrook. SD Raven. And I have a fine. So I thought I'd go a little bit brave and pull in a lighter color. This is a sample ink, so I am trying to get through my samples. Okay, next is this guy, Shown Design. You may or may not be able to see the name there. And this is a monarch nib. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at juicy. Oh my goodness. You can see the shine. This is not going to take much effort to pull out. So this ink is called Diamine. Red Edition. Garland. And this is Shown Design DSGN. Monarch nib. This is one of the original Monarch nibs. And I think it's more of like the broad. Now he has like the fine. And it writes wonderful. Okay, next is my Pilot Custom 742. Surprise, surprise, we have some warmer colors. This is actually a really pretty color, considering how I'm not a huge fan of warm colors, but I love the sample. So this is Diamine Green Edition. Spiced Apple. It has some gold sparkle in there. I'm not sure if you could see that. And this is Pilot Custom 742, and I have a Waverly nib. And you can kind of see that the nib is turned upwards just a little. It's kind of turned up. And it's not a Fude nib. It's in between the Fude and a regular nib. But it allows you to just have a little bit more room to like turn your pen as you're writing if you are one of those people. Next is this beauty. This is a Franklin Christoph. And I have this beautiful purpley color in here. So this is actually Troublemaker. Dragon fruit. And I thought this ink would be a little bit brighter, a little bit more pink. So let me know if this is similar to the dragon fruit color that you may have also. I only received a sample, so I don't have a full bottle. And my pen. Franklin Christoph. I bought this at the Philadelphia Pen Show, and so I don't know what the name of this barrel is. I'm just going to call it Unicorn. And I have a fine gold nib, also from Franklin Christoph. So this one is very pretty. Okay, we're going back to my Pilot Decimo. No. Let's give it a second. Oh, this is a sheening ink, so I can see how if you don't write with it every single day, you're going to get some hard stops or hard starts. Look at how bright that is. Gorgeous. Ink Institute. Shadow. Snow. This is my Pilot Decimo in a broad. And very nice. Next, we have Sailor. This happens to be one of my best writing sailors. Like in thickness and in smoothness. And this ink dries very quickly. So this one is called Van Diemen's Mandarin Duck Nape. And this is the Sailor Pro Gear. Autumn Oak. And a broad. A really pretty color. It almost looks like, even though it's glossy, it looks like a matte color. Okay, next is this Chunky Monkey. Ooh, look at that. I told you I wanted to put in a really dark saturated ink. And I think I achieved that want with this ink. It's so dark, but it's not black. I'm not sure if my pen is burping, but you could see my grip section already had ink on it, and it got onto my middle finger. This is Waringal Wicked Witch I want this ink in a bottle. I don't have it yet. I'm going to find it and get one. This is my Leonardo. Audace. Gouache. And I have a Bride, which is why it's so juicy. I think Gouache has an E in it. Okay, next is my Silhouette. This I haven't, it hasn't sat in empty. It's been pretty, I've been using it pretty consistently. And we all know what ink is in here. I haven't changed this ink. It's one of my favorites. And it actually comes out really well, considering there's shimmer in here. So this is Wearing Gold. Romeo. This is the Platinum. Three, 7, 7, 6 Silhouettes. I'm sure I spelled that wrong. I know there's an H somewhere in there. Oh well. So this is in the extra fine. This pen hardly clogs. It writes really well, even days after not using it. I don't know if you could see that blue shimmer. And it's an extra fine. Okay, next. Yes, Pilot Custom 823. With an interesting ink. It seems like it's a little bit dry. Like, am I going to be able to write with this? I have it opened. I wonder, does it need some flossing? Maybe not. Oops. Maybe it's just the ink. So this is a Wearing Gold. And it's Kim. So cool. So when I write slow, it does well. But if I'm like writing really fast, it might just not come out as thick. And this is my Pilot Custom 823, and I have it with a medium nib. Okay. We have another Sailor. Another interesting ink. It looks similar to the other page. I will show you in a second. So this is Troublemaker. Freedom Park. Rose. Sailor, King of Pens. And I have a medium. This just writes so well. No matter the ink I put in there, it just writes really well. Okay, what else am I missing? Next, we have a Twisby. And I actually re-inked this pen because it does so well with this ink. And this is a chameleon ink. It's hard to tell when it's in the barrel. It looks like a completely different ink until you write with it. Look at that. So it starts off this navy blue, and then it dries to like a brown blue, and you can kind of see the blue here, but then it's brown over here. So this is Sailor ink, Hanagokoro, and my pen is Twisby Eco Cerulean. And this is in the extra fine. Okay, so last but not least is my Twisby Eco Mini. And this one has a mystery brown. I have no idea what brown this is. Semi-deep. Has like a golden undertone. If you would like to take a guess on what brown this is, please do, and I will check in my stash to see if I have this brown. Oh, I started with the name first. This is in extra fine, and this ink, mystery ink. All right, and so these are the inks I have. You can see how they've dried up. You can see the colors, very bright, I think, and colorful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.